Obesity can now be considered a disability according to an EU court ruling Thursday. The Court of Justice of the European Union ruled on the case of this man, Karsten Kaltoft, who says he was fired from his job as a nanny because he was obese. The ruling means employers are not allowed to discriminate against obese individuals. It also applies to service providers, meaning places like restaurants, airlines, and more must make adjustments to accommodate obese individuals. The ruling affects the more than 20% of the European population considered obese. The BBC's legal affairs correspondent Clive Coleman says with this ruling, employers and service providers will now be required to make reasonable adjustments to accommodate such individuals.
Well, so for instance, a Premiership football club may be reasonable for them to make 2 seats available for one obese person, but a smaller club, a non-league club with 200 seats, perhaps not reasonable for them.
The Telegraph summarizes this key part of the court's decision. Important to the ruling is the EU court's judgment that the origin of the disability is irrelevant, even if someone's gross obesity is caused by overeating or gluttony. And The Guardian points out the ruling did not even resolve the case in dispute, saying a court in Denmark will later rule on whether Kaltoft is considered obese and if that's what cost him his job. In the US, however, it was just last year the American Medical Association controversially recognized obesity as a disease.
Calling it a disease is unclear whether it's really going to move things in the right direction or not.
A 2007 study out of Johns Hopkins University says obesity can lead to an increase in work-related injuries. Earlier this year, Kaltoft told the BBC he didn't view himself as disabled, but more or less didn't feel like someone should be fired for being obese. For Newsy, I'm Matt Moreno.